Hello everyone! I am so happy that you are here and welcome to lesson number 194 of A Course in Miracles. I place the future in the hands of God. Today's idea takes another step toward a quick salvation, and a giant stride it is indeed. So great the distance is that it encompasses. It sets you down just short of heaven, with the goal in sight and obstacles behind. Your foot has reached the lawns that welcome you to heaven's gate, the quiet place of peace where you await with certainty the final step of God. How far are we progressing now from earth? How close are we approaching to our goal? How short the journey still to be pursued? Accept today's idea, and you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, thoughts of sin, and devastation brought about by guilt. Accept today's idea, and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that locked the door to freedom on it. You are saved, and your salvation thus becomes the gift you give the world, because you have received. In no one instant is depression felt, or pain experienced, or loss perceived. In no one instant sorrow can be set upon a throne and worshipped faithfully. In no one instant can one even die. And so each instant given unto God in passing, with the next one given Him already, is a time of your release from sadness, pain, and even death itself. God holds your future as He holds your past and present. They are one to Him, and so they should be one to you. Yet in this world, the temporal progression still seems real, and so you are not asked to understand the lack of sequence really found in time. You are but asked to let the future go and place it in God's hands. And you will see by your experience that you have laid the past and present in His hands as well, because the past will punish you no more, and future dread will now be meaningless. Release the future, for the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions, where it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. Then is each instant, which was slave to time, transformed into a holy instant, when the light that was kept hidden in God's Son is freed to bless the world. Now is He free, and all His glory shines upon a world made free with Him to share His holiness. If you can see the lesson for today as the deliverance it really is, you will not hesitate to give as much consistent effort as you can to make it be a part of you. As it becomes a thought that rules your mind, a habit in your problem-solving repertoire, a way of quick reaction to temptation, you extend your learning to the world. And as you learn to see salvation in all things, so will the world perceive that it is saved. What worry can beset the one who gives his future to the loving hands of God? What can he suffer? What can cause him pain or bring experience of loss to him? What can he fear? And what can he regard except with love? For he who has escaped all fear of future pain has found his way to present peace and certainty of care the world can never threaten. He is sure that his perception may be faulty, but will never lack correction. He is free to choose again when he has been deceived, to change his mind when he has made mistakes. Place then your future in the hands of God, for thus you call the memory of him to come again, replacing all your thoughts of sin and evil with the truth of love. Think you the world could fail to gain thereby, and every living creature not respond with healed perception? Who entrusts himself to God has also placed the world within the hands to which he has himself appealed for comfort and security. He lays aside the sick illusions of the world along with his, and offers peace to both. Now are we saved indeed, for in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. If we forget, we will be gently reassured. If we accept an unforgiving thought, it will be soon replaced by love's reflection. And if we are tempted to attack, we will appeal to him who guards our rest to make the choice for us that leaves temptation far behind. No longer is the world our enemy, for we have chosen that we be its friend. Okay, that is lesson number 194 of A Course in Miracles. I place the future in the hands of God. Yes, in other words, I place my attention in the presence of the eternal now, instead of my thoughts about the illusion of an imagined future. The eternal now being the means in which the illusion of sin, pain, anxiety, depression, etc. disappears in a holy instant. The holy instant being eternal, a clean slate, a clear canvas, an open door, so to speak, which allows God to freely enter and set the thought of I free from the illusion of his existence. And that's what's meant by your foot has reached the lawns that welcome you to heaven's gate, the quiet place of peace where you await with certainty the final step of God. Yes, in other words, the present moment is heaven's gate, the quiet place of peace. And that place is not a place somewhere apart from you. That place is nowhere, yet everywhere, being the eternal mind of God. Yet, what appears to be inside your head, your individual mind, is as empty as the sky because it is not there. Truly, there is nothing there. It's like we don't have a head. What appears to be our solid mind is actually formless, empty, spacious. And that's how we are joined as one eternal mind, as the infinite and unfathomable intelligence of what is. And what is now. And so it can be remembered by all now. The eternal now being where we find rest from the stories of the time-bound mind and notice the ever-presence of peace, where nothing exists. No stories about a dreadful future, and no narrator to tell the story. Just what is. And that's what's meant by. Place then your future in the hands of God, for thus you call the memory of Him to come again, replacing all your thoughts of sin and evil with the truth of love. Think you the world could fail to gain thereby, and every living creature not respond with healed perception? Who entrusts himself to God has also placed the world within the hands to which he has himself appealed for comfort and security. He lays aside the sick illusions of the world along with his, and offers peace to both. Now are we saved indeed, for in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. Yes, for in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. And let's remember that we are co-creators with God, meaning that imagination can't be used to create as love, as peace, or produce unpeace as the illusion of I. And the aim of these lessons are to lead us away from illusions by practicing presence. Because by letting go of all the possible scenarios of the dreadful future or thoughts of the past, we become less anxious and more peaceful, more trusting, more relaxed, because we are not consumed by the stories of the time-bound mind. There is no time. Can you go to the past or to the future? No. The past seems to have happened in the past, but it didn't. Every event that ever took place has happened in the now. There is nothing but the present now, and nothing in the present now. But when the narrator starts telling stories of time, we miss the nothingness of the now by engaging with the stories instead. And what do we gain by repeating the same dire scenarios over and over and over again? We keep imagining a dreadful tomorrow at the cost of losing our peace now. We sacrifice our peace every time we choose to engage with our thoughts and take them seriously. And so today's idea, I place the future in the hands of God, is pointing towards disengaging with thoughts about an imagined future, which is costing us our peace, and place our attention in the silence of the eternal now. Not to become holy, but to notice the ever-presence of peace within, and free ourselves from the illusion of I and time, and therefore from unnecessary suffering. And that's what's meant by release the future, for the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions, where it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. Then is each instant which was slave to time transformed into a holy instant, when the light that was kept hidden in God's Son is freed to bless the world. Now is He free, and all His glory shines upon a world made free with Him to share His holiness. Yes, and the holy instant is the eternal now, the key to eternal freedom, freedom from the time-bound mind. And so, in today's idea, we are asked to give a little more time to practicing presence, and we are encouraged to give as much consistent effort as we can, because the more we practice, the more present we become. And you know, practice makes perfect. And so, let's lay imagination aside today and practice thinking nothing. And little by little, we unclutter the mind and begin to notice the space between imagined thoughts, which is always present. And in this way, we purify the mind, so to speak, from all the imagined danger of the future, all the sorrows of the past, and notice the eternal field of what is. I hope you enjoy practicing lesson number 194. Please let me know if you have any questions, and see you tomorrow for lesson number 195. Have a wonderful day.